Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 8. Like 5-4. We didn't want this. Here we go, 47. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now third and 8.
Here we go. 4-8. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 47. Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Cooper's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. 4-8. Right there, 56. Cover. 26.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue there. Check.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Here we go.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, we got four down. Here we go. What do you need? Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Shift.
On second down, it's Coleman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch the run. Switch.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. What do you need? Watch the curl. Whip. Watch the whip. Stick. 55. 11. Here we go. Hey, Delta. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the sled. Mike 55. 3 buds.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
Here we go. What do you need? 54. Mike 54.
Garoppolo on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. What do you need? All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Switch. Lock. Hey, switch gear. Protein spill.
Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 12. I'm going back to you. Check!
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go. 180!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
From the 22, Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I'm coming! Taxi! 12, fellas, here we go. General West!
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
25, check 25, check 25.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Coleman now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
21. 54. Hey, echo. Check.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score 9ers 7, Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. They're running it. Check three. Check three. Check three. Check. 12. 21. We got double up. Get hot.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Handoff, Coleman, right side. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go. Wait, 54. It's a party now. Check 24.
Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go to Elliott again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the...
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cowboys nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go, team.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 29, Prescott. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Prescott from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Coming to you, coming to you.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds Austin complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconnect. Consider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Prescott, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go. Mike 5-4. Drop deep.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but It's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 89 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get this.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.